What's going on YouTube? It's X-Man1991. I am back with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. I had a great weekend watching sports. So we're going to get right into it. Let's get right into it. One baseball game and two basketball games to do a recap on. We're going to do a recap of a rematch of last year's World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the defending World Series champs, the Houston Astros, starting on Friday, April 28th. Both teams scored a run in the first inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the second, third, and fourth inning. Phillies scored one run in the top of the fifth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the sixth inning. The Phillies scored one run in the top of the seventh, and neither teams didn't score shit in the eighth and ninth inning. Final score: Philadelphia Phillies 3, Houston Astros 1. Phillies were 14-13 as the Astros dropped to 14-12. Here's a recap of Saturday's game, which was embarrassing. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first three innings. Phillies scored two runs in the top of the fourth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the fifth inning. Phillies scored two runs in the top of the sixth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the seventh inning. Phillies scored two runs in the top of the eighth. Astros scored one run at the bottom of the eighth. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score: Philadelphia Phillies 6, Houston Astros 1. The Phillies were 15-13 as the Astros dropped to 14-13. And now a recap of yesterday's game. Astros scored one run in the bottom of the first. Phillies scored one run. Both teams scored a run in the second inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the third inning. The Astros scored one run in the bottom of the fourth. Both teams scored a run in the fifth inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the sixth and seventh inning. Phillies scored one run in the top of the eighth, and neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score: Houston Astros 4, Philadelphia Phillies 3. Both teams have 15 wins apiece. Astros have 13 losses, while the Phillies have 14 losses. The World Series champions' next opponents at the crib is the San Francisco Giants, before they head to Seattle this Cinco de Mayo weekend against the Mariners. Next Monday through Wednesday, they'll go against the Angels in Anaheim. Then the Mother's Day weekend, the 12th through the 14th, they go against the White Sox in the Chi-Town, before they head back home May 15th to the 17th to take on the Cubbies. This is the third time that the Astros had avoided getting swept by a team. First the Tigers, then the Twins, and now the Phillies. So that's good. The Astros keep dodging the bullet of getting swept. They are the number 2 seed in the American League West. Before I do a recap of Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Heat and the Knicks, guess which team got swept by the Texas Power Rangers? Yeah, I called them the Texas Power Rangers because they were playing like Power Rangers this weekend. I think that's what I should call them, the Texas Power Rangers. But other than that, guess which team got swept by the Texas Rangers? I'm trying to hold my laugh before I say the name of the team. The team that got swept by the Rangers were the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees got their asses swept by the Texas Rangers. Oh my God. I couldn't even stop laughing at that all day yesterday, and I couldn't stop laughing about it today. But I really don't feel bad for the Yankees. Matter of fact, let me check their record. Let me check their record. Hold on a second. They're now 15-14, and they are the number 4th seed in the American League East. I don't know what to say, bro. But it's funny how they got swept by the Rangers. Last year, they got swept by us in the American League Championship Series. And now this. They got swept by the Rangers in Arlington, Texas, in the Lone Star State. The Rangers opened up a can of whoop ass on them yesterday, 15-2. 15-2. So we'll see how they'll do tonight through Wednesday when they take on the Cleveland Guardians. But damn, they got swept by the Texas Power Rangers. That's a damn shame, especially during the last 3 days of April. Oh, and by the way, it's a brand new month. We're already in the month of May. It may be May, but June is on its way. Now we're going to do a recap of Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. Let's see. The Heat lost by 9 in the first quarter, 32-21, but they made a comeback in the second quarter by 6, 29-23. Halftime, Knicks 55, Heat 50. The Heat won by 9 in the third quarter, 31-20. Matter of fact, they dominated the second half, 31-20 at the third quarter, and they led 91 or 81-75 after the third quarter. Then they led by 1 in the fourth quarter, 27-26. Final score: Miami Heat 108, New York Knicks 101. The Heat leads the series 1-0 with Game 2 airing tomorrow. Y'all should know who was the player of the game. Jimmy G. Butler, 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. He needed 6 more assists to go with a triple-double. And last but not least, we're doing a recap of Game 7 of the Western Conference quarterfinals between the defending NBA champs, the Golden State Warriors, and the Sacramento Kings, with the series being tied at 2. Who will take on the Lakers tomorrow, the Warriors or the Kings? Let's find out. The Warriors lost by a point in the first quarter, 31-30. Then they lost by a point again in the second quarter, 27-26. Halftime, Kings 58, Warriors 56. Warriors made a comeback in the second half, outscoring the Kings by 8 in the third quarter, 35-23. With the Warriors leading 91-81 after the third quarter. Then they led by 10 in the fourth quarter, 29-19. Final score: Golden State Warriors 120, Sacramento Kings 100. The Warriors wins the series 4-3, and they're going to the second round of the playoffs to take on the Lakers. Exactly what I wanted. You already know who's the player of the game. The MVP himself, Steph Curry. 50 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Kevon Looney needed 6 more assists to go with a triple-double. 11 points, 21 rebounds, and 4 assists. Yep, it's official. Tomorrow's Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Warriors and the Lakers. Exactly what I wanted. Yesterday, the Nuggets beat the Suns, right? 125 to 107. Let me see. I hope I got that right. Yep. Nuggets beat the Suns 125 to 107, with the Nuggets leading the series 1-0. Tonight is game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the 76ers and the Celtics. I'm going for the Nuggets to go to the Western Conference Finals. And it don't matter to me if I want the Lakers or the Warriors to win. I just want to see a good semifinals game between these two teams. So good luck to all these teams, man. You already know I'm going for the Heat to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm going for the Sixers to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I got to give props to the Kings because this was their first time going to the playoffs since 2006. 17 years since they haven't been to the playoffs. And they got knocked out of the first round. So, better luck next year, Kings. Wow. Playoffs games are actually doing good right now. So we'll see what happens. Which team will be going to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals? Shout out to Mike Henry, Yusuke Knight, Mike Henry, Jaime and Katie Filer, and the hosts of the Just a Little Shady podcast, Haley, Jade, and Brittany. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. If you're asking me who was I going for yesterday, the Nuggets or the Suns, I was going for the Nuggets. Because, I lost respect for this nigga Kevin Durant. Ever since he left Oklahoma City Thunder to go to the defending NBA champs, the Warriors, in 2016, after the Thunder choked a 3-1 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. And Kevin Durant was like, you know what? If I can't beat him, join him. And that's exactly what he did. He betrayed all the Oklahoma City Thunder fans. They burned his jersey. Saying, KD, you're garbage. You betrayed us. Don't even compare KD leaving OKC for Golden State to LeBron leaving the Cavaliers to the Heat. Don't even compare that shit. It's not even close to that atmosphere. Kevin Durant is the Kurt Angle of the NBA. Remember when Kurt Angle left WWE for TNA in 2006? That's who KD reminds me of. Him leaving Oklahoma City Thunder for the Golden State Warriors. And he won 2 championships there. I will never forget that moment. That wraps up my recap of the 3-game Homestead between the Phillies and the Astros, a rematch of last year's World Series. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Heat and the Knicks. And Game 7 of the Western Conference quarterfinals between the Warriors and the Kings. If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next Astros, Heat, and Warriors rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment down below. I'll be back later to reminisce 23 years of a steel cage match for the WWF Championship between The Rock and Shane McMahon from the May 1st, 2000 edition of Raw is War. Then I got to do a top 5 of my most overrated rappers. If I have time to do it. If I have time to do my top 5 most overrated rappers, then I'll do it tomorrow. Until then, go Golden State Warriors. Go Miami Heat. And go Houston Astros. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. No more talk.